Hi, welcome back to the channel, Caravan Vlogger. Yes, it's 2020 and we're still vlogging. Happy New Year, by the way. Hope you had a good Christmas and peaceful time and restful, of course. Not too much work, I hope. So today's vlog, what I'd like to do is start the year off with giving a bit of a shout out to some YouTube channels that I personally subscribe to and follow, and obviously watch their vlogs. Oh, start the year very professional. Yes, 2020 is the year you see us change from caravan vloggers to professional journalists. No, not really, but we just come back from holiday and I haven't got a lot of clean stuff, so anyway, I'll wear this, it's professional. By the way, speaking of holidays, so we've just come back from just under a week in Longley. Went to see the Festival of Lights, whatever it's called, the light show down there. Anyway, it's all really good. I didn't do any vlogging. There's hundreds of videos on YouTube about Longley and the light show and what is it called? Festival of Light. There's loads of videos on YouTube, and to be honest, if I did any video into the Light Festival this year, it goes away in a couple of weeks' time, so it'd be no value. Next year it'd be different. So anyway, there's loads of YouTube videos about Longley should you wish to watch them. So that reminded me of something. Whilst I was at Longley, I bumped into a couple of subscribers, which has never happened to me before. Like, we're obviously a small channel, just over 1,000 subscribers, and a couple of people came up to me and were really, really nice and said nice things about the channel, which is really good as a egotistical vlogger to get positive feedback, because what happens quite often is that if you get negative comments, you dwell on them, or at least I have in the past. You dwell on them and you start changing what you're doing and how you're vlogging, and it's just mad. But to meet a couple of people who liked the channel and were prepared to come up to me and say so was fantastic. And I mean, you know who you are, so thanks. It was good to meet you, and thanks for the positive comments. By way of sharing the love, I thought I'd call out a few YouTube channels, as I said, that I watch. Most, in fact, if I look, they're all caravan and motorhome vlogs, apart from possibly one. Now, there's no order to these. The first one I read out isn't my favourite, and the last one isn't my least favourite. And by the way, if you've got a YouTube channel and you're not on the list, it doesn't mean I don't like it. It doesn't mean I don't watch it. It's just I could have gone on all day listing YouTube channels that I subscribe to. Probably, I think it's up to about, that I personally subscribe to, about 170, I think. No, I can't watch every single vlog that people, so I have maybe a dozen vlogs here that I will basically watch whatever they put out automatically, because I like what they do. Now, looking through my list, I've noticed that most people that I subscribe to are absolutely bonkers, which I like. They're not necessarily they're not, in fact they're definitely not professional vloggers, but it doesn't mean they're not good. What I like is people are a little bit, like I say, bonkers, be as natural as it can be in front of camera, because it's not easy. It does get easier over time, but it's still not easy. I mean, at the moment I'm looking down the lens of a camera, obviously. I'm not talking to anybody, which normally doesn't stop me talking, in fairness. Anyway, yeah, so it's not an easy thing to do, so hats off to all these people that I'm going to list. And they're good YouTube channels, and I'll put links as I go along describing them. So first but by no means the best. No, stop, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Cut that out. So my all-time favourite YouTube channel, no, I'm joking. There's no, honestly, there's no, I was going to do them in alphabetical order, but that would take me too much time. I've just literally gone on the computer, looked at seen who I looked at, and just typed them out here. So the first one I'll mention that you might want to subscribe to, a really good channel, quite frequent with vlogs, which is good. They do a lot of travelling. Simon and Elaine from Unowho Travel. Yeah, that's right. Unowho. It's a bit of a weird one. I'll put the name somewhere. So these couple, they do a lot of walking holidays, but they do sometimes go away in a camper van. They hire a camper van, and they go all over Europe basically, and I think they've been to South America as well. So a good channel. They do a lot of geocaching, not something I'm personally into, but I do like it. and they walk around the countryside finding these geocaches, which is very interesting, and you see a lot of scenery, and they're quite good as well, reasonably witty, good music and stuff like that, well produced vlogs. So Unowho Travel, Simon and Elaine, pop over and have a look at their channel, maybe tell them we sent you if you like in the comments. If you don't, then don't bother. So that's the first one. Again, not my all-time favourite, but one on my list that I do subscribe to. Second one, excuse me for looking down on my list, but I can remember them obviously, but I don't want to get anything wrong. So second one is the Caravan Nut. That's Martin. Now Martin's YouTube channel is really good. Now he's in the unfortunate situation where he seems to have his caravan stored at the top of Scarfell Pike, and I mean some of the weather he endures up there. I mean, hats off to you, Martin, for getting out every week, going up to the storage. And I mean, I'm saying it now because it's raining here, but generally it's poor weather. Sometimes it's good. I mean, that's part of the reason of getting away in a caravan, isn't it, to sort of go towards nicer weather. So anyway, so Martin is mainly how-to videos. Now the only criticism I would have, and this is a comic criticism, not a serious one, is that he makes things look so bloody easy. I've watched a few of his videos, and I mean, for instance, I do a how-to on how to empty the toilet, right? Or how to, the most technical thing I've ever done is how to put handles on the cupboards, which are, well, you can't see them, but they're down there, kitchen drawers. Martin fits a motor mover, for God's sake. I mean, I've moaned about this before. So we have a twin candle. Where did that come from? Twin axle caravan with 2 motor movers, so one on 2 of the wheels. Obviously there's 4 wheels now. I'd love to have 4 motor movers. So if I had 4 motor movers, I'd be up the drive, and the incline is ridiculously, it's hardly anything. But with 4 motor, so if I could do stuff like that, I'd save myself thousands. So, and he has a Bailey, and basically he goes around modifying bits and fixing things and just tinkering. So I think his vlogs are weekly, maybe on Thursday, I might be wrong. But again, head over to his channel, that's the Caravan Nut. Again, I'll put a link somewhere, and if you subscribe and comment, tell them we sent you. Thank you. So next on the list is For the Love of Caravans, a couple from, I was going to say Liverpool, the Wirral, Ian and Claire and their son Mike. Now we had the pleasure of meeting these guys last year. We went up to the Wirral sometime in the summer and spent a day with them having a barbecue, which was really, really nice. It's good to speak to vloggers sometimes with a common interest, share ideas, and you know, talk about the industry and other stuff. Well, I think it mainly ended up eating barbecue and drinking wine, but anyway, it's very enjoyable. A couple of days we spent up there. So For the Love of Caravans, really good money saving tips Ian shares. He's done a few really useful videos on when buying a second-hand caravan, the possible scams about. They're really useful. Again, good fun, don't take things too seriously, but good content as well. That's For the Love of Caravans. Head over and check them out and subscribe to them. They're really good, and obviously good friends of ours as well, just through YouTube. I didn't know them before. Next one now is my first motorhome vlogger. I like watching motorhome vlogs as well. Mainly not how-to ones, but travel ones. Yeah, so they're getting around places, and I'm always interested in how they get around the parking issues and visiting places, because I mentioned before we had a motorhome going back a few years now, and it was always a nightmare parking. We found we didn't use it the correct way. I don't think we were trying to use it as a caravan. The first one, Poshcats Camping's Trev and Sue, Suffolk-based vloggers, have a motorhome, and what I was getting to there is they tow a car with them, a small car, maybe it's an Up or something like that, which is a good idea. Now, initially, I was thinking, what's the point of having a motorhome and then towing a car? You might as well have a car and tow a caravan. But I guess there are different ways of looking at it. So Trev and Sue go around the UK a lot. Again, they're away quite a lot, so their content is quite constant, and really, in fact, I wish I could vlog like Trev does. He's just got the going around places and telling you about things. Like, and I watched a video of his last year. He went to the NEC, which I was at as well. I didn't go on the same day, so didn't meet them. But I mean, Trev's style of vlogging when going around the NEC was fantastic. What I did, I got my camera out and thought, well, I got really self-conscious and basically put it away and ended up hardly doing any footage at all. I was there the whole day and maybe got 5-10 minutes worth of footage that I had to stretch out to make a decent, well, half-decent vlog. But Trev has the patter, and Sue's great fun as well. She's lovely. They'll get that reference if you watch their videos. Anyway, so I've done a recent video of going to the York Train Museum, if that's what it's called, which we're off to next year. So I mean, this year in fact. So this is a great thing about vlogs, is that if you've got a common interest with somebody, you can subscribe to their channel, watch their videos, and you know, they've probably done something you're about to do, so you'll get handy tips on things like parking and where to buy tickets and stuff like that. So it's a really useful thing to do. Follow other vloggers, follow vloggers that have got similar interests to you, be it caravan, motorhoming or whatever you're interested in. So that's Trev and Sue, Poshcats Camping. Have a look at their channel, go and subscribe if you like what you see. It's another motorhome one here, Motorhome Chit Chat. Now there were Caravan Chit Chat until a little while ago, where they went over to the dark side. Good luck to them. They don't tow a car at the moment. A reasonably large Bailey motorhome, which by the way is really nice. They're also based in Suffolk and they travel around the UK a lot. I think you get a difference with vloggers, that those that are maybe retired, those that do it professionally, I mean, you know, do it all the time, and then those that work like myself, and you know, Motorhome Chit Chat certainly fall under that category. So you're trying to get away in between work and the odd weekend, which I think for them Motorhome really suits because they can dash away for the weekend. Suffolk has quite a lot of decent CLs by the looks of some of their vlogs anyway, whereas where we live there don't seem to be very many at all, so it's very difficult for us to come in from work Friday night and go somewhere. These two, Aaron and Vicky, are absolutely bonkers. Have a good laugh about things, don't take things too seriously, and they're just kind of going on holiday and taking you with them, which is, I think, it's a great style of vlogging as well. Again, I say most of the people I watch are absolutely bonkers. I think Aaron and Vicky definitely sit in that category, but in a good way, by the way. I'm not saying they're kind of serial killers or anything. They're good fun, and they take their dogs with them and they go on the beach, and they've been to Scotland and they just go to Devon and they go everywhere, and they're good fun. So have a look at those, subscribe and tell them we sent you if you like what you see. I'm just looking at my list. There seems to be more motorhomers than caravanners. That's a bit weird. Anyway, I'll have to do a bit of self-analysis on that to see what's going on in my somewhat empty brain. So another motorhomer, the Overnighters, or the Overnighters TV, I think they're called. So it's Ryan, Mel and their daughter Lois. Now Ryan is a bit of an actor. He is an actor, and their vlogs the presentation on their vlogs is really good. The first couple of their vlogs I watched, I instantly wanted to give up vlogging because it's almost, if you watch their vlogs, it's like a TV program. They do introductions, they'll show a bit of footage, they'll do B-roll, which is the stuff you show when you're talking, and then they'll cut back to them and they'll do a bit of introduction to the next scene, and really polished. They're also funny. Now unfortunately they had their motorhome stolen a few months ago, so fingers crossed that they'll be back on the road soon. But again, they travel to France, across over Europe as well as the UK. Really good channel, like I say, professional vlogs. Some of them are quite long, which I don't know if you enjoy that or not. I mean, I find if I'm following people that if I'm watching YouTube channels of people that I like, I'll sit for a 25-minute video, whereas if I'm just searching for something online, I want it maybe 5 minutes and I don't want to hear a lot of chit chat. A lot of motorhome chit chat, a lot of chit chat like probably what I do with vlogs. I don't, I often wonder that if you're doing a vlog on cleaning the toilet, if you do a search for cleaning the toilet on YouTube and one of my vlogs come up, you probably get a bit peed off that you got 10 minutes of a guy thinking he's funny, doing little sketches, and all you want to do is know how to clean the toilet. Well, I apologise. Actually, maybe I don't. So that's the Overnighters TV. Check them out, have a look, subscribe if you like it, thumbs up and tell them we sent you, kind of thing. Right, so the next one is another motorhomer. I've got to just look at my notes because they've recently changed their name. Extreme Motorhoming Adventures. Andy and Michelle, now they are a bit bonkers in a way that they'll do a lot of stuff that I would never do. Mountain biking down mountains, who knew? Going on ridiculous, like, I say ridiculous, I mean ridiculously dangerous looking rapid rides in Spain and walking. Oh my god, you should, oh yeah, we'll watch their vlogs, they're very good. Andy's got the editing off to a T. You know, you can watch these vlogs and you can sometimes learn stuff, so you know, if you're into vlogging and you want to look at a bit of sort of slick editing, and watch their vlogs because they're really good. And also Andy does sometimes fall off his bike, which is, as long as he doesn't hurt himself, he's hilarious. I often worry, I'll worry myself when I find things like that quite so funny. But anyway, they're really good. Get all over the place in their Cartagena. Did I just say Cartagena? That's what I've got in their Carthago. Is that right? Anyway, they're motorhome. What do I know about motorhome? I'm a caravaner. So they're good. Have a look at them, subscribe to them. So that's pretty much the list I have got written down here. I've just got one sort of honorary mention. Like I said earlier, I spoke to a couple of subscribers in Longleat. Now there was one couple who were really nice. I had a good long chat with them. They're the Caravan Newbies. So there's a few of them, maybe I think 4 couples. Have a look at their channel. They did start, I think maybe 4 months ago. They've stopped doing vlogs, which I think I found this, when you start doing vlogs and you don't get the subscribers you're kind of expecting or views you're expecting, you stop doing them. Now I think these guys, they're all lovely guys and they are just starting out, and they're all sort of joined together to do a YouTube channel, and each of them do videos. And so have a look at those. The Caravan Newbies, it might be the Caravan Newbies 2019, it might be their actual YouTube. I'll put a link in anyway, don't worry. Anyway, thanks guys, thanks for the kind words when we met you at Longleat. Appreciate them, and they probably mean more than you'd know, but it is very good to get positive feedback in person, as opposed to, as I say, sometimes getting some negative comments that kind of tend to drive you up the wall. Anyway, that's the life of a YouTuber, I guess. I've got here 10 motorhome channels. I'm not sure there is 10 there. I could count them. There are some YouTube channels that I subscribe to. I mean, I do genuinely subscribe to all these channels and watch all the new stuff that they put out. I subscribe to a lot of other channels, as I mentioned earlier. I don't watch every single one of, you know, I haven't got enough time. I've got to work and doing my own stuff as well. It takes a lot of time. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. All I've got to say today. Happy New Year. Keep on caravanning. Oh, that could be a new slogan. No, maybe not. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to me as well if you don't, as well as all the others that I've mentioned. Thanks very much. Bye.